is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
If you're here to sign up with the Fatui, make sure your paperwork is all in order.
You know, it would pay to like be like unmuted. Yeah. Okay. Hi guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday afternoon. I had to send my car to the dealership to get it repaired, and the person handling, because so it's really funny, right? So I scheduled a service appointment for my car, and I drove up to the dealership, and I submitted my car to get it, you know, maintained. It's time for its daily maintenance, and the person just, this person's a cool guy. The person that was handling the paperwork for my car was a pretty cool guy. I've worked with them before, and they were like, oh, okay, writes a couple things on this slip of paper that you have to sign, like, okay, I agree to the terms and conditions of the services to put on my car. So he writes down all this stuff and tells me about a promotion for a buy 3 get 1 wheel free because the tires on my car are reaching the point of get these replaced soon so you don't end up popping the tire and get stranded on the highway. So what ended up happening is one, I looked at the paper. I didn't look at it as much because I felt pressure to keep the ball rolling because that person was just going so fast. It's something I need to work on. And two, I looked at the tire thing, and I looked at my tires from out there, because even the person looked at the tires and like, have you considered getting them replaced? And I was like, it looks like it's like 30 seconds. It looks pretty good. I don't think I need to get it replaced now. So I took that off, but I need to get like my coolant hoses replaced or whatever the freak they said. Hold on. I'm an engineer and I don't know this stuff. It's sad. Anyway. Yeah, it's a yeah, the coolant hose. I needed to get that replaced. Yeah. So, wait a minute. That's what it was? Oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that. That's too much effort. I looked at the coolant and I was like, I'm too lazy. I'm too unproductive, that's the thing. I didn't want to do. But anyway, they literally told me that it's time for X, Y, and Z, and they were going to keep my car over the weekend and let me know if my car is ready for pickup on Monday. So I was like, oh, because when you schedule your service appointment with, what is it, Toyota, I guess. Well, not even Toyota. It was like at Vandergriff. So Vandergriff, they like Toyota Vandergriff on their website. They have like a thing that's like, oh yeah,
All
whoop.
things come to
So
an end.
it tells you the estimate of how much the service is going to cost. And I looked and it was like, oh, $150. That's not bad. And then the third thing that happened on that sheet of paper, besides the person writing down the stuff that needs to be maintained in my car, plus that buy 3 get 1 free tire thing promotion that was going on there, the price tag went up to over $1,200. And I looked and I was like, the Toyota Vandergriff website lied to me. I just came in for maintenance and then they're like, it seems like you need this repaired. Like, at least I will give it props to the person. The person was like, hey, you don't need to replace your tires. They aren't that bad. But if you want to, we have a promotion. But either way, I spent 2 hours at the dealership. One, because I had to wait for the Hertz rental service to open up. Because since they are going to hold my car overnight, I don't have a way to get back home. So the person handling me printed out a sheet that said, hey, you get a rental car until your car is available for pickup on Monday. So I had to wait like about an hour to be helped at the Hertz desk. And then I had to wait an additional hour because guess what? There was only one person manning their Hertz desk, and that person was going all over the place trying to get everyone a rental car that needed one because, you know, their car's in the repair shop, so they have no way to get home. And there was only one person manning it, so it'd like be like 15 to 30 minutes per customer to like, one, process paperwork, and two, get them the rental car so that way they can be on their way, go home. And I learned from the person working it that the cars that they were renting out were all 2024, 2025 models, so it was really nice driving a 2024, 2025 model back home. And granted, my house is close by, so yay! Anyway. But yeah, that's what happened to me today. And then I got home, I took a nap, woke up, stayed in my thoughts. Like, there was a moment where I was just zoning out, and I just stayed in my head for a bit. But yeah, now I'm streaming, so that's what I've been up to today. But anyway, before we get started with Genshin Impact, please consider supporting my friends GoFundMe. There's 2 links. These 2 links here. Consider donating to these GoFundMes and supporting my friend Taylor's cause to protect her daughter from her ex-husband. Now, with that out of the way, we'll play some Genshin. Let's see. The screen is as bright as it can get, Sag. I really do need to build up an Effa. I don't know why I haven't built her up yet. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I pulled her, like, the day before an Effa's banner ended. Please give me an Alloy rerun. I want to have that limited time character.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star Sand Shoal.
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each statement corroborates the others.
What in Teyvat could that phantom be planning?
The wild hunt anomaly that occurred at Star Sand Shoal seems quite unique.
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nodcry in general have increased in frequency, but the phenomenon itself hasn't changed much. What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing themselves within, in order to target the Moon Marrow. In which case, 2 questions arise. Who is this mastermind, and why would they want the Moon Marrow?
Additionally, that intel broker mentioned that some Lightkeepers might be withholding information. Given the inconsistencies in Flynn's words and deeds, he might be a likely suspect. But let's not share that with Nefer for now.
I'll continue investigating along these 2 lines. We can reconvene again if any progress is made.
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go. Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it. Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, isn't the cannon about to go off?
Oh yeah, the cannon was about to go off.
Watching it the whole way back. Praying it wouldn't fire. Not until I got back, you know? Again, lucky me.
Yeah, Yehoda's really lucky.
So you're interested in that big gun? Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts, fused in such a way that it can operate smoothly and fire off a supergiant, super strong beam. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle created through countless careful calculations.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can wait for a while.
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth the while and worth your wait. I swear.
Yehoda, I don't know if you know this, but Paimon and Aether helped maintain the cannon, so they deserve to see it. Let's go.
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Ah, Yehoda's just an innocent child. She's just a girl.
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty excited, too. Just goes to show how big a deal this cannon is, huh? Oh, for sure. 1 shot, 1 kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. Just the way we like it.
That's not what that one Lightkeeper said earlier.
If that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power, I don't know what is. If only I had that kind of strength. Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help to us too. Really?
Oh,
That? Oh.
what a pushover.
I'll do my best the next time we work together. For sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. They have mechanical arms and stuff.
Hey look! It's starting!
one.
That's pretty cool.
All fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome! Felt that one in my bones.
As someone.
That sure
Oh,
was powerful and pretty dazzling too. Guess that's why everyone's been counting on this thing. Surely the wild hunt doesn't stand a chance.
perhaps we should use it more often.
I feel
As
so
someone that has a fascination with robots, yeah, that was pretty freaking cool.
It's gonna be a piece of cake. You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, why don't you go work for Ino? That's what we call drawing a line between your work and your hobbies. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even Ino or her silly robots. Anyway, gotta go. See you later. Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hisi Island. Let's not keep Walma waiting.
Alright, EC Island. Hi.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone?
Not as much as I'd imagined.
Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. That's Llama for you. Hey there, Llama. We're back.
How have things been these past few days?
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time is a tall order, to say the least. I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion and are becoming more proactive by the day. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with what their faith actually is.
And it's all thanks to you.
No, I should have done this a lot sooner. I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us, I should be able to help you investigate the truth of the past.
Thanks for remembering.
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that Phantom?
I've tried asking around, but to no avail. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either. But here's what we've got.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. Don't forget to take good care of yourselves. In any case, please, come this way.
Tilt's head. Whoa! Unlocks core memory. This is Nod Cry? This all looks familiar. Is that a shooting star in the sky? No, wait! That's our spaceship!
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my power allows me to discern.
Hey, Rukawa168. I don't. What? Mawika, Seatlali, Furina, and Bennett, or Mawika, Mizuki, Furina, and Bennett? I would think it's Mawika, Seatlali, Furina, and Bennett. That's what comes to my mind. At least we now know where our spaceship landed in Nodcry, near Star Sand Shoal, or so it seems. That matches with what Lumine told me, but I want to know more. Luanotar!
What's the matter?
Something happened?
The flowers changed color.
These flowers are a reflection of the damselet's powers. Does that mean she's... I remember her mentioning that she wanted to use the Moon Marrow to restore some of her power. Paimon.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her in some way.
I'll leave that in your hands then.
You're welcome. I just play Genshin casually, like... I've used like the somewhat same team for the past X number of months now, so...
Thanks for coming on.
Because my team right now is Skirk.
You've been a huge help.
What is it? Skirk,
Also, if I may, I
Free.
have a
Skirt,
feeling
Seat Lolly,
Kuthar might be
Baressa,
able to help you
and
get a
Shinyon.
more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutara after all. But we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Look at all of these materials, all these Moonfall silver. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'll talk to you, why not? Ah, may the moonlight shine upon your path ahead. Are you two here to pray to Lady Kutar as well? Prayer? You mean in front of this statue? Huh, it really is huge. Beautiful, isn't it? This idol of the new moon was reportedly carved by a moon chanter from 500 years ago, depicting Lady Kutar's original form. As for Lady Kutar's birth and the miracles she performed in this sublunary sphere, I am but a humble acolyte, so I shall refrain from going into too many details with you both. In any case, this is the final destination of the pilgrimage route, where wishes are offered to Lady Kutar. Even if you didn't come here to pray, I hope you shall feel her blessings. Oh, Paimon understands now. Huh? Wait, this is the end? Then what's that superimposing pillar up ahead? That's not actually a pillar. Beneath it is the Court of the First Edict, an ancient sanctuary that was sealed off 500 years ago by a Moonchanter decree. In a sense, you could say it's forbidden ground for us Frostmoon Scions, and because of the Moonchanter's seal, no one can enter anymore, so it's better not to get too close. And as for that huge edifice up there, it actually fell from the sky. By Lady Kutar's grace, none of the falling debris hurt anyone. Debris? Yes, when it came down, several fragments fell from it. One of them fell into the camp below. You two must have seen it on your way here, right? As for the other, slightly larger fragments, I remember that they mostly fell to the west. In any case, it was surely Lady Kutar's guidance that brought you both here. Even if you did not come to pray, may the moonlight bless your path ahead. Oh, so that's the game you're playing at, huh? That's the game you're playing at. I'm here! Columbina! Chick that was not given a name that I guess she likes? I don't know. Look at them grippers!
Oh, she doesn't look so good. Sorry for disturbing you, but are you okay?
Has your condition worsened?
Dizzy. It's like I'm returning to the moon. Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power within you.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
Has this just become habitual for her after living in relationships of mutual benefit for so long?
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh. Very well. Give me your hand.
Uh-oh. Lude! Lude! They're holding hands! She's gonna become pregnant! Someone stop them! They're doing the forbidden ritual.
Back to Earth. My thanks. Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better?
She has, like, space eels.
Significantly,
What did you do?
the moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection in the water. Fascinating. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian? Now that you've got your power back? It's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case, right? It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon. So it does have to do with... Wait, what? Did you not know this already? Llama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it. And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon. But Llama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
Llama mentioned that she could only catch brief, blurry snippets. Perhaps this is something that only a moon goddess could sense.
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort. Wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside you then? No. It can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon. Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right? Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess?
I doubt that's the same thing.
You do not wish to become one? That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you. I do not desire it. Huh? Nor does it desire to come to me. And what does that mean? When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of rejection. I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Llama did say that you've hidden its power well, but the damselette sensed it just fine. And it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy. If it detects the marrow... The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person. Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop. That seems to ring a bell. Huh? Is it really? My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm. And he had a consuming fixation on the moons. Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name? I only know what others called him. The Rehir of Solnari.
One of the 5 sinners?
Huh. There was that title too. Yes. Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rehir, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the Cataclysm, but when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?" Why would they say that? The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return. Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information. I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name. Oh. Either way, following his departure, the wild hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality. Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette. Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that? That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh? No.
She has something against her?
Are you two on bad terms or something? No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting. She seemed quite shaken. Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that. Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the moon marrow is, you sure you want to carry it around with you, Traveler? If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rerir would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure. That was quick. As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand, and ready yourself.
Again? The lewd act happens again? Wild. This is what we saw before, only clearer. Seems we landed safely, at least. A lot of time appears to have passed. We're still inside the spaceship. To think we were in there for so long. When did Lumine get out, I wonder? Wait, is that Lumine? But how can that be? No one left the ship from the moment we landed. The door hasn't even been opened yet.
Where is this?
Aether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But Lumine found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs.
Wait, that doesn't make sense to me. What happened to the goddess that separated Aether and Lumine at the beginning of the game? There's something seriously strange going on here. I have to get to the bottom of this. But as Nefer said, there'll be nothing to investigate if Nodcry is destroyed first.
Alright, I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
That actually confuses me, because at the beginning of the game, you see some sort of entity literally separate Aether and Lumine, and the next thing the next thing you see is just
You need my help?
Aether waking up at the beach in Mondstadt. Need help with?
I could help you conceal the marrow. You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Just throws me
Detecting it
off.
within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Wait, did Aether just receive a new element to resonate with?
Ooh, looks like a shield.
This feels so soft and gentle, just like the moonlight.
Can you sense it? Now, try to maintain it. You learn quickly. Huh. Looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh?
Thanks for teaching me that.
Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a walk outside or something? I dislike strangers.
And where do we rate on that scale?
Slightly better.
Once this whole business with the Wild Hunt is over.
Yeah, the Frostmoon
Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired.
Probably hasn't spoken this much in a while.
Either way, thanks for agreeing to help us.
And
Much.
she fell asleep.
Flowers here. They like guests like you.
Silver Moon Hall, Selenic Chronicles? You can visit Silver Moon Hall from time to time to meet the damselette. For a certain time after completing the quest, your party will gain the New Moon's Embrace effect. When in Nodcry, your party's moon sign level will always be Ascendant Gleam. Additionally, after completing a certain number of quests, you can claim a variety of other rewards. That's pretty dope. New Moon's Embrace obtained. Cool! Whoa! One there was who hunted the moon. And here. Skips the whole Selenic Chronicles. Hey, Lauma. Without the moon goddess joke.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now...
If we don't stick together, we'll be picked off one by one.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nodcry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing, and we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground and remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
Thank you.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
I bet she is. What was it? Like, Inefa is the product... Well, technically she is one of the 12 sages, the 12 dragon stages of Natlan, which is pretty wild, by the way.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen, listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahir of Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
I know. No.
There when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is.
I know. I have literally seen Archons do about the same as that cannon.
Monsters, right? What if Rarier's super fast?
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kuvaki, which we'll be shipping to Nasha Town. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh?
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nodcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
In that case, our firepower needs are in your hands.
Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since
Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices. Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago? Yeah. It's still new news.
Aino's taking it
So not
pretty
many
well,
people are
huh?
in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now. I'll send Anafa over to Nasha Town with some flowers later. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Could it have been the Wild Hunt?
Hey, what do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves. Got it. Let's go then. You coming along, Anafa?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
All right. We'll see you later.
Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter!
This must be it. Oh. Doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then?
Yes, while we were passing by the Krunkaki craft shop.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Looks like the Wild Hunt is on the move.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
I feel like we should. Since you're the intel broker, like the intel broker of Nodcry. With... the second to you is like Dory, but...
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Savoni was like, you sure about that, buddy? Can't do my elemental skill. Wait, what? Oh, now I can.
Skyward! Scatter!
Wait, what? Oh! Did I just do, like, a circle? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, it was go in the door. Yes, okay. Clearly, I know what I'm doing. On the way upstairs to the crime scene, you briefly relate the information about the Raker of Solnari to Nefer. They just left his body there. They didn't, like, chalk it
I
up?
might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend.
She
Fill
checked.
us in, if you would.
She checked.
Greetings. If you would allow
She
me.
checked. How do you always say it? She checked.
The murder happened not long ago.
She checked.
The sergeant
Okay.
major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
It could have been Revere in disguise, like how he turned into Lumi.
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Agreed.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
The first time I met Flynn's, I did notice that there was something odd about his lantern, some power concealed within it. Now that I think about it, that power was somewhat similar to abyssal energies I've encountered before. I can't read. In the worst case scenario, Flynn's might be an entirely fabricated entity.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
It's got to be the latter.
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it were Rerir, though.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flint's would not appear and get in his way during this time.
And why was he able to determine that?
We'd have to ask Flint's ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flint's long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Regardless.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return.
Better be 100,000
The
more.
beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rerir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people.
But that would complicate things.
Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos.
Because people would not trust each other.
Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rerir more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. We've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in flints too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Hey, you!
Sounding like Dory. You just have a more mature Dory, that's it. Ooh.
Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Nocturnal? Oh.
Whoa! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on!
Oh, am I? Oh, I guess I'm supposed to beat them up. Okay.
Lolene, East Papa, get him! Get to work! One fell swoop! Right? Hero incoming! Yeah! Kapow! Woo!
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again. There's something inside it. Some small device. Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? Oh, we better take it with us.
Why?
Yeah! Scatter!
What's this? Oh, rainbow drop crystal? Who needs a Claymore user when you have Varessa? Running around.
There! Please, help me!
Isn't that Flintz's voice? Did you hear that? But... Ah! More baddies!
Okay. Guess I have to take care of you guys.
Hero incoming!
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Scatter! Stray cloud converge! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Yeah! Kapow! It's justice o'clock!
I guess I have to take you out too.
Heads up! Charge! Yeah! Yeah! Charge! Dip! Headbutt!
Alright. This way?
Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us!
Ghostly shadows haunt this area of the Wild Hunt. If you come into contact with too many of them, you will be lost to the black mist forever, so be careful. Continuously shine the light from Nefer's lamp on the ghostly shadows to dispel them before they get too close.
Quick! Use the lantern!
Just... Alright. Levitated in front of us, I guess. This way? Oh. Oh no, they're coming at me! Don't want to take damage from that. Yeah, don't come at me, right? No! Yeah, it's not gonna come after me. What the heck? Came out of nowhere. Whoa. I literally shined it at it! What the heck? Whoa! Bro, okay, I was like, don't take away a heart, please. Am I going in the right direction? Am I supposed to take care of that ghostly shadow or something? Like... Wait, what?
Skyward, scatter.
Oh, so there was like stuff here.
Skyward,
Hold the phone. Do I have to do all of that again?
skyward, scatter.
No, like genuinely, do I have to do all of that again? Because that's really stupid if that's the case. You're absolutely kidding me.
And gentle rains. One needs not marshal the winds to deliver.
Are you serious?
Is that a what?
Okay, that is a load of bull donkey. How the freak was I supposed to know? I have to do this all over again? That's so stupid! I literally spent, like, what, 10 minutes? 10 to 15 minutes on this already. And because I left the vicinity of the Archon quest objective, it made me reset the entire thing? That is ridiculous. No, I have to do this stupid cutscene again, too!
This monster was lurking.
Are you kidding me? That's infuriating! That's insanely infuriating! Why the ever-loving duck would you design it that way? That is so infuriating! Oh, that is so that's so stupid! Why would you design that like that? I have to do this all over again. That's so dumb. Oh, no. There is reason for me to be absolutely upset about that. That's so dumb. Seriously? Because I was doing that whole thing where I need to shine the Lightkeeper's lantern at them ghostly shadows. What the actual heck? I have to do this again.
We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
I'm not even joking. I followed its directions, walked through the phantasmal zones, and just walked through it. It didn't say eliminate all of it. Like, what the fudge? What sort of logic dictates that? That is absolute donkey. So I guess I just need to defeat all the ghostly shadows. Okay. No, that's upsetting. That's actually frustrating. To spend like 10 to 15 minutes, if it even that, to do that, and now I have to do this segment again? There was no indication to eliminate all the ghostly shadows. I don't remember it being there. I just remember it saying just pass through the phantasmal zone. I thought, like, what did I do wrong? Oh, there was cooldown. I did not pay attention to that. I didn't know there was cooldown. That's my bad. Like, now they're just oddly disappearing. Am I just supposed to, like, take out the ghosts? Like, genuinely. Oh, ow! So I'm down. Like, the fudge is this? Like, oh, now I see the objective. Was that objective always there? Because I never noticed it. No, I'm actually serious. That's so off to the side. If you saw how I did it the first time, I was just going straight. I didn't see an objective marker. I assumed to keep going straight. So now I know there's an objective marker, but, like, there was no direction to let me know to go this way. That's absolute dog poo. No. I don't know. That's infuriating. No. If you're gonna do that, at least direct me. Put up some invisible walls or something. Jesus.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
Oh, he's purging the lantern.
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So we knew that people were suspicious of him?
So, you were tangling with Rara out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Let's find a spot to rest first.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either. It's just my constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out. I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what Rara claimed belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
If this object is contaminated by the abyss...
And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away? Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistants to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes.
Man, they really are throwing in big terms into this. I feel like ever since, like, Sumeru, the diction in the dialogue for characters in Genshin Impact has just gotten more complicated. Like, Fontaine, the something ordinise cardinal. Like, the thing that Nouvelette used to say before that thing just didn't work.
I see.
Can you think of a reason why Revere would try to frame you?
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast, then. But if Ruru could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyssal interference.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rurier ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks, too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rurier's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
By discretion, do you mean just breaking in? Yeah, just out of curiosity. I'm just curious. What do you mean by that? I feel like I might need these nocturnal blossoms for material. Just saying, just saying. Wait, I see some Healy churls. Good to see that some basic enemies are still here that I can beat up and know their attack patterns somewhat.
These could be salvaged for parts.
Okay, guess this way. I really should level up Inefa and Lauma, and I need to finish up leveling up Skirk. I've already missed countless opportunities to grind for boss material anyway. Yo-ho? Anyway. Doesn't look like there's anyone there.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Oh? And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes. See you later.
Flynn's, why you gotta be so mysterious? What do you... What?
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've gotta trust him. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Yep, that's us.
Sorry, I know it's a bit late.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Find anything new?
Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Yes, but not in the way you're thinking. Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work.
We'll do our part too. Alright, we're going in. See you later. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. Something the matter?
There's a strange light by the window.
Huh. That looks like Flint's lantern. But where is he exactly?
Oh, he's in the lantern, isn't he? Using a Nemo? Why don't you use the unipolar stuff?
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
Wait for Flint's to materialize?
Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
Now that's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
Well, Aether has seen things, so...
Veteran adventurers, huh?
What did you just did? Surely that can't be accomplished through elemental powers alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited, after all. Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
It's very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flynn's lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned.
They said that the crime scene investigation was already complete.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
However, despite a very thorough search, few new clues emerge. Few!
When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Oh, this is so frustrating!
Is that all? Have you really tried every angle? Found every clue? Paimon, look at the flashing light in his arm.
You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right? It might have been broken in combat.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real...
Wow, Paimon remembers that? When we were fixing the cannon...
Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
There we are. I banned a bot. Hooray. If something needed maintenance...
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Okie dokie. You leave the room without any trouble and start heading toward Hintsa's residence. It's like Amelia's story quest. You're just like, suspicious. Moon sign shift, cool. Knock a knock. We need some Hintsa. Oh, Hintsa.
It's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency?
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Hintsa knows when to stop asking questions.
Thank you for your understanding.
He was like, okay, this is too much. This is above my pay grade. I'm not going to ask any more questions. I'll just do what you asked for. So it's like,
got it.
A man that knows when to stop going forward.
A round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward, and I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job, and eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. I assumed he was just out on some mission or other. What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information.
Wait,
Hintsa.
so that means...
You have our thanks.
Wait, did they... A lot of information there.
We can't make
but
everything public.
did Hintsa just confirm that the Susi that Paimon and Aether talked to when they were doing maintenance on the cannon was a fake?
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
Wow, that's wild.
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
Which means that Rerir knows the ins and outs of the canon. That's concerning.
Yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means that the only thing he did is Sosi.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Well, you've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Want to rest a day in Nasha Town?
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now. At any rate, my colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Well, Varka got Aether and Paimon covered, just not Flynn's.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and out.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunately,
I mean,
that
to be
abyss of
fair,
energy
Aether's
only
been
leaking
around
from the
so
fragment
many
in minuscule
elements
amounts when we
and
first
crazy
met.
things that
Or
it'd be weird if he
I'm
didn't pick
for
up
a
on
real
all of
interrogation.
this mysterious stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
Hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rerir seems fixated on you.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a light keeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well. And naturally, you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance. But they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
What?
We've heard
Flynn's is a Fae!
but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity. And thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless.
And scary. Don't forget the scary part.
Would it not
It'd be
better
terrifying.
then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper.
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides,
Flynn's like, it's my truth, Paimon.
things that must be done, nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerir has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir, and the cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? Paimon's super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
That's wild. Flynn's is a non-human.
Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
That's crazy. Flynn's is a fae.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
There's noise? Oh, there's whisperings.
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
I see Urho lost his mind.
Better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the Wild Hunt too, huh?
Oh, already there is panic and chaos.
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Something fishy about this.
What do you mean?
They clearly know something.
This is so confusing. What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Let's go buy some time.
Okay.
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on. Calm down, everyone.
What into that is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A water.
Excuse me? Careful who you're talking to, that's Nefer.
A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Just trust Nefer.
I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Okay, but Flynn's won't be found. Ooh, they're about to become massive fools.
No
Ooh,
sign
that's
of
great.
Flint's.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Yo, I love Nefer. When she becomes a playable character, I'm gonna pull for her. Oh my gosh.
Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the wild hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one seemingly was exempt, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I, alone, noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe.
Oh yeah, Nefer and Yehoda don't know about that the lantern is Flynn's.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Oh?
What Paimon means to say...
Paimon! Paimon exposed Flynn's.
Alright then.
Nefer heard. Nefer was like, oh, okay, so the lantern is Flynn's. Thanks.
Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Good job, Paimon. Nefer now knows that, at the very least, that Flynn is a non-human. Doesn't know what exactly Flynn's is, but she now knows that probably not human if that's what you're saying, Paimon. I love how everyone is like treating Paimon as like another human, but Paimon is clearly something different. And it's really funny. Paimon is literally a floating fairy, but apparently everyone in Teyvat treats her like a regular person. But she's like the only one of her kind that we've seen anywhere in Teyvat, in the stories and stuff. It's funny. How did Flynn's not come out of his lantern state? Like, come on now.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Oh. The crew.
Is he gonna be
Not Cry
okay now that he's on his own again?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
Which hilariously he
A
has.
reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Glenn's mentioned that if the cannon were fired at the wild hunt,
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
the fragments, the cannon, Kuvaki, Revere, and the Abyss. There must be some thread linking all these factors together. Besides, is getting revenge on Flynn's truly Revere's sole aim? We're missing some decisive connection here, but we're running out of time.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case,
Works for me. Enough and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
but why did Llama never act like that?
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
If you run into Revere, do not engage him.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Yep. All the way. Oh my. I was like, all the way up here at the Experimental Design Bureau? Whoa, that's crazy. Alright, well, I cannot indwell Aether's spirit into a... What's the Saurian? What's the Sar? Tepetlosaurus, Yunkasaur. What is the water one? An Aquasar? I don't remember what it is. Kaholasaur, that's what it is. I cannot indwell Aether's spirit in a Kaholasaur. Frost Lamp Flower. Oh, Frost Lamp Flower. There's also the Lamp Grass in, like, Mondstadt, too. Ooh, Lizard. I didn't get to... Okay.
No one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, where do we find the information he mentioned?
Where he's there?
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not. How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Yeah, this might be
difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient option to expose the true intentions of this Rerir. We need to dive into Nodcry's history.
Hope we don't land on our heads then. Ghost!
What's the matter?
That file suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint? Do these things just kind of happen?
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come out! Don't scare Paimon like that.
I don't sense anything.
Wild Hunt Phenomenolog?
Hey, another file's moving.
With a similar title too.
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
Who's helping Aether, Paimon, and Flins?
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Pretty much the same here.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
All right. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. Huh? But why?
Was Rerir actively clearing these sites?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil. But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
If the Wild Hunt's power had already been neutralized...
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
The Wild Hunt was not suppressed by Kuvaki. Instead, it became stronger. And Rerir wants to use Aino's cannon, the ammo of which is also made using Kuvaki. Could it be? Can use Kuvaki?
Yes. That might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Rerir be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
The Abyss always seeks to corrupt.
What are you referring to?
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
So Rerir also grew stronger.
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kovaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me. It begs the question, what makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
That's still a mystery.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
It's a ghost! Oh, Ibis!
Ah, it's an ibis.
Uh-oh, Llama knows.
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Llama must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rare's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
Because there was a wild hunt anomaly that happened there between you and the marionette.
He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
A complete sinner.
What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
We'll just have to trust them.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rarir, and that's where we'll stop him. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
I feel like the Ibis understood that. Just putting it out there, Paimon. No need to kick a dead horse. Or should I say, throw a flying Ibis.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control. But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not.
Ooh, that's
What they
fair.
see is the wild hunt surging up everywhere they look. The cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them.
So that's why you riled them all up.
They did this all of their own volition.
With your instigation.
The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow. In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Flashback to like the Batman
Sir,
movie,
you look most pleased
where
with
like
yourself.
two factions had the detonators to destroy Gotham, and they never did.
Ask you a question, if I may.
Just
see this fragment.
thought of that.
It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
So if we give him his body back, will this stop the wild hunt?
Guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within wild hunt sites across the land. But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning. While the that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
How?
So
The
why
odds of
you
that even
responded so
happening.
strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
I mean, not gonna lie, you could have just lied to everyone and made a sob story, and I feel like Flynn's Aether Paimon might have just helped you. Who knows?
Power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more. But that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing.
Want to go for another round then?
I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Ah, well, I guess they fired the cannon. Sucks to suck, I guess. Gets blasted.
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
Oh, let me tell you, Llama.
Unprecedented.
There's things in this world that even we humans don't know about, I guess. I don't know.
Very much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Oh yeah, because it could blow up the cannon.
About that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
Yes, they will, I know. You are an adorable kid.
Rarir has already formulated some countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon. Oh, Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time. So they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would he go there?
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
That walk of confidence. Gosh, Llama's so hot. Anyway. Yeah, no, I definitely need to spend some time and build her up. Oh, don't push me! Or specifically, don't push Llama. Wow, everyone's taking advantage of the situation.
To escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
Is that Lady Llama? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long. It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady. But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But...
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene, but you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that...
Nefer's like, really? Really, Llama?
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some... let's call them friends in high places, shall we? Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone! That is, if we can.
I will say the transitions for dialogue to gameplay is pretty cool.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
Oh! Oh!
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her, everyone. It's
Oh,
her.
she did her elemental burst to quell people's fear, so that they now know it's actually her and not some Wild Hunt replica. Gotcha. Cannon. Puka? Wait, am I supposed to... Oh, I was like, is this gonna be like that same situation that I saw again? Oh, wow, cool.
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
This would be like if I leave the zone, then I have to redo this whole thing.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Yes, you could have just not done it.
Is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Am I supposed to go this way? No. Oh, seriously? I just walked past that objective. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to turn around, I guess.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs. But in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady,
That was like Pog.
beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
Man, I don't know how, like, 13-year-olds... Because I think Genshin Impact's, like, rated E13+, I think? How will 13-year-olds get this? Even I would be struggling with this if I was, like, 13 years old.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up.
Okie dokie.
This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Oh, so Inefa can take moon lanes. Oh, that's so funny. I know, it's just...
Adjusting route.
That's so funny. This is so cool, but I just love how Inefa is just like, eh.
Out of the way, small fry.
Can I... There we go. Yo! Ah! Ow!
What happened to the path?
Track missing. Fall imminent.
Come on. Get out of there.
Oh, Yehoda came in clutch.
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
That was pretty cool. Wow, Nefer was like, I'm pretty sure they got this. Nice! Seriously, Nefer's just drinking. That's funny. Yeah, in North America, it is 13+. Genshin Impact is a 13+ game.
What are you doing here?
Knuckle Duckle, a duck-shaped combat machine built from scrap metal and powered by Kuvaki. It is programmed with a variety of strategies. Once combat progresses to a certain point, it will enter Duckstruction mode? Duckstruction mode, that's funny. Becoming more aggressive, generating a ward for itself, and summoning floating stamping devices to harass you. When this happens, you must first deal with the stamping devices, deal damage with electrocharge or lunar charge reactions, or destroy them directly, to fry their circuits and cause them to attack Knuckle Duckle's ward instead. Radiant Moonfly, the strongest species of the Radiant Beasts whose Radiant Cocoon display more obvious effects. Quickly heal your HP to its maximum to escape from a Radiant Cocoon. Radiant Beasts possess many mysterious characteristics. Rumors even circle that they can change their elemental type under the right conditions.
Cleanup sequence initiated. Ultimatum protocol.
Oh!
Accelerating.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Inefa was one of the first Genshin characters to display the lunar charged thing.
Defensive mode engaged.
Heyo!
Annihilation mode.
Let's go! Man, I need to build up Inefa. Inefa's so cool.
Good, Inefa. We gotta hurry.
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
All right. Let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
Fire upwards! At the false sky!
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intili potutos. Necritus necrus baptusi, que omnes tu solos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur resurcu, topirtu aetion veraton.
Heyo! Oh, shoot! Did damage to the Experimental Design Bureau? Oh, shoot. Wait, no, this is so cool! Nice! Last minute redirection. Oh! So he was able to get his body back. Blasphemy against death? Oh, so like the heavenly principles. Like death is like, bruh. Oh no. Aether and Flynn's have to face him. Cool. That was really cool, though. I'm pretty sure Nefa took some major damage from forcibly lifting the cannon barrel.
Good. Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
Bro, at least you have a body.
Yes. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
This is bad. His presence feels completely different now. He's even stronger than before. He's on his knees.
Daughter.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart. Being human. It's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world.
matters to me! Fools. Time to die!
Oh, so we're actually gonna face one of the sinners. Oh.
You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world.
Ooh, are you from Sumeru?
You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia! No, wait! This isn't over!
Ooh. Thanks, Columbina. I was like, I think I know where we're going. We're going to Columbina's little area.
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency.
Talking about a good judge of character.
Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out. Equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
Dang!
You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash. But battles just get chaotic.
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues. There's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't make me bite you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business!
And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
We would have been in a tight spot without you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves. And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's. It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Rirer's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
How did you notice that, Flint? Oh wait, I think it's in that area.
Of course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Thank you. If she becomes a playable character, I'm totally gonna get her. Does she like wearing high heels? Oh.
My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time is running out.
Oh. But the Kutar, we need you. Kutar, we need you. That would be unfair for us. We need you, Columbina, damselet, the Kutar. I don't know why I'm talking like that. And away we go. Darn it, Shenjin got incapacitated.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt, but the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still know nothing about his goals.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild.
People don't understand that reference,
I'm
but
sorry.
we get it.
Is no one here familiar with Kukusaurs?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his objective had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
This wasn't your fault, I know.
That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flint's, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
You mean you're being promoted?
He's joking, Paimon.
Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me?
Okay, everyone just leaves.
There's
Awesome.
a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
or I guess everyone read the room. Whoa! Seriously? Ah, come on.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I once heard the tale of a lantern fae.
I've heard that one too.
And I'd like to say the same to him.
Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome is not what we wish for, it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
I'm glad to hear that's how you see it.
Oh, what are you two talking about? Care to explain?
Not right now, Paimon. I'll tell you when we get back.
Okay.
Either way,
at least she learned to. At least she learned to read the room.
In these final rites.
Well, technically she knew, but I guess just new atmosphere, you know.
Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred until it closes its eyes in the depths of night and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Rest beyond reach. Follow the Luanutar. You're here? Yo?
Skyward! Hey, it's the Luanutar! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
I'm eventually gonna have to get dinner. Oh, nice. Kuhenki form! Woo! Oh! She left her abode.
Columbina! What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Yeah, but aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Rerir, if I had to guess. He is a threat to all who live in Nodcry.
It's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However, is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
I'm concerned about Rerir.
I could not gain any insight into his schemes, I fear, now that he has donned a shape and form. Selling his power short would prove a fatal error.
He did say that he couldn't
But that power
handle. He didn't have like a 10% of. He didn't have 10% of his original power. That's what I mean to say.
I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
Let's talk about the Fatui.
Well, Sandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino, was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway. And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care.
I've been thinking about our spaceship.
I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away. Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
I'm good for now.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me. That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Whoa! Crazy! Is there a third act? Oh, I guess.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Haha! Right, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Whoa! Whoa! Guys, that's wild! Varka finally appeared! Oh my gosh, it's crazy! That's it? That's crazy, guys! Oh my gosh! Whoa! Anyway. Alright, no, that's it. I don't want to play this game anymore. I caught up in the main story. That's what matters. Gotta hear Varka's lines. We are good! Alright, guys. Thank you so much for joining the stream, or just watching the VOD if you guys are watching the VOD. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Especially kind of the subtle references to Natlin. Can't wait to see the continuation of the Nod Cry story for Genshin Impact, so interesting. I find it interesting that instead of, like, the statue of the Seven, we get the statue of the New Moon. It occurred to me recently. I was like, oh wait, what element is this? Because it seems like the New Moon thing is, like, kind of related to lunar charged elemental reactions or whatever the heck it is. And I was like, oh, so I guess it's going to be a while until Aether can resonate with the cryo element. Because mind you, at this point in the game's, like, state, Aether can resonate with at least, what, 6 out of the 7 elements of Teyvat? The only element that Aether can't resonate with right now, as far as I know, is cryo, unless the New Moon will give Aether that ability to use cryo, but that's neither here nor there. Nodcry is very interesting. I'll probably play some of the other stuff off-stream, because there's so much stuff in there that I want to just get out of the way. I don't know if any of you guys remember, but I tried to make Genshin Impact just a stream-only game, but after seeing how much stuff was there, I started doing stuff off-stream, because I was like, if I just do it on-stream, then it's going to be forever until, like, I get caught up with everything, you know? So, but that's me personally, but yeah, can't wait to see what the future of this arc in Genshin Impact will bring. With that being said, please consider supporting my friend Taylor's GoFundMes. She's trying to protect her daughter from her ex-husband, so if you guys can help her with that, that'd be greatly appreciated. Just type these GoFundMe links into your web browser and just donate from there. Now, thanks for watching, guys, and have a good rest of your Saturday.